Hey guys, Ken Lusk here with MyStarReport.com for a new installment of my world predictions. I took a couple of weeks off. A lot of you have noticed that I haven't posted a new video in quite a while. I took a couple of weeks off to be in my studio here, work on some of my gear, update some of my guitars, take apart some of my guitars and play Dr. Frankenstein and make some new music here, spend some quality time in the studio making some new music. Lots been going on, especially with the tail of the dragon and Cancer, ensuring the continuation of destruction in the home and family. You guys have been noticing this, hopefully, and this is going to continue for a while the tail of the dragon remains in Cancer as Cancer moves around the wheel of the zodiac. My predictions that I posted from the last period that's just wrapping up here, we saw some interesting stuff happen. Earthquakes, for instance, we saw quite a few earthquakes, and I posted a note. Take note, when I predict earthquakes and hurricanes, tsunami, nature's destructive forces and stuff like that. Those are things not to be taken lightly. I know we always have storms. There's always storms happening somewhere in the world. There's always earthquakes. My God, there's thousands of earthquakes every day across the globe. But when I make these predictions about earthquakes, they're qualified as major earthquakes. That's what I'm talking about specifically. 6.0 or higher on the Richter scale. And you will rarely see a 6.0 earthquake outside of any of my prediction windows. You'll almost never see that happen. If a 6.0 happens outside of one of my prediction windows, write me and tell me, because it just doesn't happen. So when I predict earthquakes, I'm talking about major earthquakes, man. I hope you guys have taken notice of that. So we had quite a few of that kind of activity, nature's destructive forces wrapping up, and that's still going on, especially with all this flooding in Georgia. My God, those poor people are really suffering down there. I think 8 people have died so far in flooding in Georgia. It's just awful. News has been continuing as the stars do their thing, with military defense systems being at the forefront of some of the military headlines. That's going to continue. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Defense contractors and money and political secrets is still going on. There's still this controversy globally about the H1N1 vaccine, and especially with children, and especially here in the United States, as people are pushing the vaccine in the schools, and parents are pushing back, and they're saying, no, this thing hasn't been tested enough. We don't want our kids anywhere near it. There are laws being enacted without the media actually talking a whole lot about it, to begin to force people to take this flu vaccine if the government wants you to. It's bad news. I tell you what, when you find out that healthcare workers themselves and doctors themselves and hospital staff, people like that, are rejecting this flu vaccine for H1N1, what does that tell you? Kind of tells me, as a citizen, stay far away from it, because I'm not a medical expert. These guys are medical experts, and they won't touch the vaccine with a 10-foot pole. Why should I? Why should you? And why should any of us subject our children to this? Children never used to take vaccine shots anyway, because they were particularly dangerous for kids. So what's changed there? I don't know. More money in the vaccination business? Possible? Yeah, I think so. So anyway, and then I've been getting a lot of email and some phone calls Dan Brown's new book makes reference to astrology and the founders of our nation here in the United States, and the dragon's tail and the setting of the cornerstone for the Capitol building. So, and he was a little bit cryptic about that and didn't really explain himself, sort of intrigued people. So I've been getting a lot of email about that. I may end up doing a special video for that if people keep emailing me. If you have questions, go ahead and send me an email. It's very interesting, but it's very true information, historical fact there on page 28, page 29 of Dan Brown's new book, The Lost Symbol. It's very interesting. This next period here, I'm talking the 22nd. Yesterday I posted this stuff, the 22nd through the 4th of October, today being the 22nd. The moon is in Scorpio's windows specifically, so of course that generates talk and headlines about military defense systems. That continues. Secret talks about taxes. We may not see that in the headlines, but it's happening. People believe it. You believe me. It's happening behind closed doors. And secrets surface. And we even saw a little bit of a setup, a segue today for the Mackenzie Phillips apparently is going to reveal a bombshell secret tomorrow on the Oprah show. That should be very interesting because she's had a very interesting life, an intriguing life, one of great interest to a lot of people here in the U.S. The 22nd through the 30th, the sun moving into Libra, as it's begun to do today and continues to do. The sun moving into Libra, plus the moon's energy still in Scorpio, is going to ensure the spotlight on matters of money and balancing the books, spotlight on justice, spies, organized crime, law enforcement, bizarre and violent crime, justice, and killers and rapists, and changing laws as the moon passes through Sagittarius. And the 22nd through the 27th, wildfires are going to be affecting the home and the family. We saw that actually today. I posted yesterday, and then we saw today this fire kicked up in California, just boom, out of nowhere, and people had to evacuate their homes. There's a lot of destruction and a flash there today. Hopefully they'll get that settled very quickly, those brave people out there fighting those fires. Fire in the home and violence in the home. This is going to continue 22nd through the 27th. The 23rd through October the 4th as the moon moves through the Capricorn window in the 5th house of fame, celebrity and creation and children. We're going to see a lot more announcements of celebrity marriages. Celebrity love affairs will take on form and structure by way of engagements and announcements of marriage, of course, and just announcements of, going steady. Yeah, me and Brittany are going to the pictures now. Me and Jessica are hooking up. Stuff like that, right? More of that. We're going to see more of that. And I believe that according to the stars that we're going to see more celebrity pregnancies announced as the moon moves through the 5th house of fame and creation and children and celebrity. So anyway, keep sending me your emails, guys. Visit my website, of course, at mystarreport.com. Check out my monthly trends page because there's a whole bunch of information there that's just awesome information, and I'm going to continue to keep that up to date. Until next time, Lusk out.